Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Grub Buds. Of course, I'm your host of the most, Truman the Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the Ho.
Oh,
okay. Name Joe, Booty Boy Booty. And notice the throat is the, man, long, bad.
quite fuzzy.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I meant to.
Vincent Guthrie.
I meant to shave my head last night, but I was up till 1 a.m. working on a special project. So,
Our special project?
yeah.
Man.
Honestly, once I got in the groove of it, I was like, this is just fun.
You need a data entry job.
I get, but I only care about this data entry because it's something I care about.
You need a data entry at somewhere that you care about. Joe's going to call. I wonder what it is. Could be anything.
Can I talk to her when you're done?
It's an IT issue. I can hear it from here.
Yes.
It's an IT issue, isn't it? Yeah.
The
it's an
docking
IT
station.
issue.
Me and your girl at the docking station.
While Joe finishes his phone conversation, I want to thank all the patron subscribers over at patreon.com/opendisaster. Shout out those patrons. Shout out Joe specifically. Shout out Aaron's. Shout out Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, and Mailbox Kansas City. Open now in the Iron District. If you guys would like a Melt Monster, I would recommend it.
I would too.
One of the highest scoring items ever on Grub Buds.
Is this true?
Also, if you're here on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you think Joe is talking on the phone about.
No, whatever you guess, you're wrong. I need you to know.
It's got something to do with IT and nipples. So
It's very erotic. He's like, grab the bottom. You're going to find a nipple. And I need you to push that nipple. I'm like, ayo.
Joe,
This fucking weird, phone sex for nerds.
just right in front of us. Nerd phone sex exhibitionism. It's crazy.
Phone sex exhibitionism. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, today on today's episode of Grub
Boo.
Buds, Vincent wanted to talk to her. Vincent wanted he said he called dibs on the phone next after you were done talking.
Well, because I said I was going to call her and ask if you check on her. And then she called you. I was like, bet, perfect time.
Welcome into today's
Shut the fuck up, Truman. We're trying to do a podcast here.
episodes of Grub Buds. Today we are eating pizza.
Woo!
2 pizza places have come out with new crust. Pizza Hut has a
Ranch flight.
it's a Dippers crust with a ranch flight.
Okay.
The 3 ranches that it comes with: Ultimate Ranch, Chipotle Ranch, and Pepperoni Ranch.
And the why don't you get any bitches ranch?
That's only for you, buddy. And then
Damn, I'm the only single one now. Fuck.
What's in the Ultimate Ranch?
That's tough.
I
Is it
assume
just
it's-
ranch?
you know what? And this is on me. I should have got the regular ranch, so we could have compared ranch versus Ultimate Ranch. But you know what? I have enough Pizza Hut. I might be able just to tell you. Tina was like, "Ooh, what'd you guys get for the show today?" And I was like, "Oh, we got the Dippers ranch flight." And she was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You could have a slice, or you could have the pizza that's left over in the fridge already." There's already Pizza Hut left over.
I did have Domino's last night, so.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Domino's person?
No, but my dad is apparently. I was at my dad's, and we were like,
You watched a new Daredevil show?
we did.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many episodes did you get in?
I'm caught up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Weakest episode so far. Go.
Episode 2,
Might have been episode 3 for me, I think.
the one after White Tiger.
So that's episode 4?
Because episode 2 is, I believe, when.
Is that the whole time?
Or maybe not, because I think fucking episode 2 is when he meets the fucking girl, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. We're bogging this down.
Yeah,
We could do a whole.
I need to go
side
rewatch the
episode.
original series before I watch the.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
no,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
it's
no,
crazy.
trust me.
Seasons 1 and 3 are like fucking
Peak
90s. Season 2 is like a fucking 40 for some reason. I don't know what happened in season 2.
Maybe that's why
It's not quite a 40, but it's not. It's certainly not as good as first and third season.
I think the reason I stopped watching is because season 2 is considered the worst one.
Yeah, it was not
And
very
then
good.
also I watched season 2 into the Defenders, and then
Which you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why
And then I was
season
like,
2 is so
okay,
bad,
cool.
is because it's leading into the Defenders, which was the worst thing any of those shows did. Besides the Immortal Iron Fist. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, as Iron Fist season 1. Well, that also the crazy thing. Iron Fist season 1, dog shit. Iron Fist season 2, Still bad, but it was like good slop level at that point. I was like, you know what, I kind of fuck with it.
Yeah.
You brought me back, Danny.
It's crazy. So yeah, but I would definitely recommend, because season 3 is, I mean,
Yeah.
one of the best seasons of television. I feel like.
Yes.
And he comes back, so then you got to watch. No spoilies, but everybody comes back pretty much. So
Yeah. Originally they weren't going to, and that's why it took so long to do the show. And that's also like why Karen isn't in the show at all. Really, is because like she came back for reshoots for episode 1, and that's like pretty much it.
Yeah, they were like you can't. They were basically just gonna not even continue the old one, and then basically episode 1 is the fine. We'll continue the old one, and then it's like, all right, now we're gonna do our normal shit we were gonna do. It's like, okay. But it's still a pretty good show. The show they were going to shoot is still pretty good.
So essentially you get a continuation, which is like one episode to connect the two different things together, and then they reset at the end of episode 1 into episode 2 for everything else.
Kind of, yeah, I think there's even a time skip.
Was
There's a time skip during episode 1.
Yeah, it's like a year-long time skip.
I was going to say kind of like the Terminator Dark Fate.
But also like fucking, I don't know, like it feels like a fanboy trying to recreate the show. Because like they had like the big long unbroken fight scene in the halls.
Yeah.
In episode 1, it just did not hit the same at fucking all.
No, there was a weird thing.
Yeah.
There was parts of it that hit, but the CGI sloppy part of it, you could tell.
That and like the Netflix version, it's all like very like tight and just like claustrophobic almost, and it just was not that for this. Like sure, it was a big like uncut scene,
but it wasn't what I'd call claustrophobic. I see what you're saying.
And then also like the good thing about the original is like the relationships between the people is what you care about more. And it's the showrunner's like, oh, people like Fisk, let's just bring back Fisk.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's yes, but no.
Yeah.
I did like last episode.
Yeah.
Because they had like the parallel of them beating people up. I was like, you know what? You're bringing me back.
Yeah. They're finding it. They're finding it.
Yeah.
It's rounding in. It's about to get good.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I was like,
real good.
Yeah. It's still worth watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that we've completely derailed.
Totally, yeah.
Pizza.
Yes. So Pizza Hut has a ranch flight pizza. Domino's, which is how we got here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Domino's. You're like, I had Domino's last night.
Yes. I was at my dad's and we were gonna watch an episode. Then we were gonna go get some fucking food, and I was so fucking hungry. And then my brother-in-law comes in. He's like, "What if we like ordered pizza?" And so like I was ready to like go get food and have food, and then we had to like wait fucking like 40 fucking minutes for delivery. I was like, ugh.
Delivered pizza, man. I legit haven't had a pizza delivered in. It's been so long. I don't know why I stopped doing that. I guess because it costs money. I also live 2 minutes from my favorite pizza chain.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot.
That does
I can
help.
Walk to it.
Yeah.
But okay. And then Domino's has a stuffed crust, which Domino's has never had a stuffed crust before.
Correct.
Which is how they're running their ads on TV. Is they're like, try it against our old stuffed crust, because that's how Domino's has done every other marketing thing. Is they're like, we're no longer shitty.
Yeah.
It's like we're just still kind of shitty. But now it's like, try it against our old stuffed crust. We never had any. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Weird. All right. So let's do Pizza Hut first. And then we're all in trouble. Tina's coming downstairs, so we're busted.
Best behavior, guys.
Yeah. All right. I'll show the pizza. We'll get into eating the pizza. So I say we go no dip,
The pizza.
and then all 3 dips, and then the other pizza.
Okay.
Right?
That works, right?
It's one of those where the only thing that's different is the crust. So I don't know if like.
Yeah. I don't fucking man. The Wendy's. I didn't realize because I was looking at just what you had on the fucking spreadsheet, and you had like garlic parm and then garlic parm spicy. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And it's just like the spicy chicken nuggets versus the regular nuggets that got sauced. Wendy's nugs are sauced.
Yeah.
I can't fucking see it.
So this is a pizza.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
You guys look at the pizza and then decide what it's.
okay, so it's like a pizza, and it has like little like pizza rolls basically for crust, where it's like just little individual nibbles that have cheese, but there's no sauce in those. And half of the pizza is cheese, and half of the pizza is pepperoni.
Oh, baby.
After all that, still got the pizza stolen. Yes. Okay.
Oh, and for those
Do you
curious,
think we should get a plate?
probably wouldn't hurt.
What were you gonna say?
For those who couldn't hear Tina off screen, she said, "Ooh, look at that cheese pull," as there was absolutely zero cheese pull.
You know what? Good paper plates for once.
You know what? Good Truman's ass for once. Man, I forgot what fucking episode it was, but I was just like paused on the end screen typing in the scores into the spreadsheet, and someone comes by, is like, "Why is that dude's feet just out?" And you just had your dogs up on the table.
I have my dogs up on the table half the time.
But we were talking like out, like no socks.
Yeah.
The dogs were out.
Barking.
Which is crazy because I almost never have no socks on. I'm a socky boy. I've been a socky boy. Is somebody gonna match my socks?
Anybody gonna break my style? Nobody gonna slow me down.
Nobody gonna take my socks. Whoa.
Okay.
Squeak to that.
Squeak to it. Okay.
I don't want to. All right. I don't want 2 slices of pepperoni or 2 slices of Pizza Hut. I don't know if I'm hungry enough for 3 slices of pizza.
4, because we got the same thing on the Domino's one.
God damn it.
Take a piece that has.
Yeah, one of each. Yeah.
I'll take one of each.
To be honest with you, we're just gonna grade the pop. So you need 2 so you can have maximum poppage. The poppers.
Poppage
pop
that pussy.
fly.
Man, this show
pop
really is
the
something
troll.
when we don't have fucking filler in the middle.
You like that? Are you? Because you've
This
been
is
going
fucking
back through
cheese
watching all the
glob.
other Grub Buds. You're like, wow, nice. Okay, you're done.
It is still funny to me when we managed to hit a fucking hour without the filler.
Yeah, it happens. We're well on our way. The bright side on this one is it's just like pizza. Okay, pizza good. All right, now dip. Okay, dip's all right. Okay, because that we can rate all of these dips in like what should be a reasonable amount of time.
That's what you think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the operating phase there should be. All right, so let's roll.
We run
Broncos
into that
country.
a lot.
Let's ride.
What?
The Broncos
we
country.
run
Let's
into
ride.
that a lot. Where it's like, oh yeah, we should be able to roll through this episode. The whole idea of splitting them up, the shows up, is that, oh yeah, Grub Buds will become a 30, 25, 30, maybe 35 if we're pushing it, minute episode. We still regularly hit 45, 50 minutes, and we're like,
Yeah, digestible content. Okay.
So,
That being said-
so Grub Buds was always the problem, not the fact that both shows existed in the same place.
Yes, we're the problem. Let's be clear. Yeah. Oh, I know who the problem is.
You?
Yes, also me. Yeah, because I know you guys had an episode without me, and you were like, "Wow, reasonable amount of time."
15 minutes, damn.
Okay.
We supposed to be rating the pizza here?
Oh, have one bite of the pizza and then get the crust. You know.
It's Pizza Hut. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. It's about as simple as that.
That's right.
That's right.
We're contractually obligated to say that.
Pizza Hut.
Man,
we have to.
I
know
should
that
have
Pizza
added
Hut did not
categories
prior-
next to each thing, so I can like go back and like filter by like pizza and see who has the highest rated pizza.
You still can. I believe in you.
Fuck off.
You do it.
We do need
Honestly,
to,
like I was talking, I'm already caught up to 199.5, and I have a fucking week. let's get wild. I want to go back and like do the Grub Bites, but like we don't really like rank on Grub Bites. It's just
Yeah.
this thing was better than this thing.
We need to do more Grub Bites. Maybe that'll be well done.
Goals for 2025.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it right now. But all right, the popper, fine.
I mean, it's literally just their stuffed crust, but cut into pieces.
It's funny you had the like Parmesan bites from Domino's. You guys can't see it. You can see it. It's behind the Dunussi there. Joe brought some extra because he got a deal, and I would say almost very similar popper wise to what's going on there.
Just
Not
cheese
even
inside
a
this
little.
one.
What the fuck?
A little.
That has a
It's
dusting
pretty
of cheese
bready.
on the outside. No, mine are fucking pretty cheesy.
Okay, all right.
Maybe I just got better poppers than you, but
If it was fresher, also I bet the cheese would come through a little better. This is congealed pretty well. All right, Pizza Hut Dippers crust is what we're gonna call it. Maybe Poppers crust. What would you want to call it?
whatever it's called.
Dippers crust.
Because that was another. because I am a fucking like what am I like? I'm a slave to excellence, I guess. Slave to like if you just fucking put Texas Tom's fish sandwich, you better believe I'm pulling up the Texas Tom menu and finding out that it's actually called the Texas Tom catfish sandwich.
Yeah.
And so like I have like the actual names of all the items we've ranked.
I guess this is just Cheesy Bites Pizza.
That was something else that Vincent was telling me. He was like, he currently has the database in his noggin. Because he was like, oh yeah, guess what I found out? We've eaten the Arby's Reuben before, but it was like 2021 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I did
And then he was like, I got the mango habanero because we haven't had it before. I was like, actually, we had it when we had their wings.
Okay, Pizza Hut Cheesy Bites crust.
It is cheese
50.
with
Yeah.
crust around
You
it.
know, 55.
That's crazy. It's still good slop. This is like 70.
I guess that's I guess pizza.
I was going 65, you know.
Okay, maybe I'm too low on it. You know what? I gave myself room to grow.
Fair.
So let's start with the ultimate ranch.
Okay.
The baseline of all the ranches, you know.
Not necessarily, but okay.
Joe has a Domino's ranch over there. Be funny if the Domino's regular ranch beats Pizza Hut's ultimate ranch.
Oh my god.
Ultimate ranch.
The real question, and I'll check this on the app, is if the ultimate ranch is if it costs more than regular ranch. I know I could swap them out.
Fuck me.
What are you doing?
How are you?
Just hanging out, enjoying a good zaw.
See, sometimes we treat. I find myself treating like the eating new food as a chore. I think no matter what, Vincent always just enjoys it. You know.
Yeah. I'm here for the love of the fucking game.
I enjoy trying new things, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat 3 slices of pizza. Vincent's like, fuck yeah, 3 slices of pizza.
No, I said 4.
Yeah, right.
we did half and half on the Domino's too.
Fuck. Okay. That's just ranch. You know what?
I will say, it is so. If you're a true ranch connoisseur, thinner ranch is usually better. This is a thinner ranch than you would normally find in a prepackaged pizza dipping.
This looks like, this does look like they made it in the restaurant.
I think it's got a little extra dill in it. I think it's a little dilly. I think it's got some extra seasoning on it. It's got a little extra stank,
dill for sure.
extra stank on it in general. It's kind of the ultimate ranch, I would say.
It's kind of a more ranchy ranch.
They found it. Ultimate ranch.
The secret dill.
With the ultimate ranch, I think it enhances it.
You know,
I
that
would
fucks.
say. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 75. I thought, you know what? I'll put it right at 80 actually.
I was also at flat 80.
Flat 80.
Damn you,
Flat 80.
doctors.
80s all around.
Doctor,
80s all
doctor.
around. 80s all around. All right. I mean,
I feel like this looks like we're mad at each other whenever we air shake.
This fucking
boy,
guy.
boy. That's an old one for the old heads in the audience.
What a good classic reference there.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it your longest yeah boy
For
ever?
the dozens of people that will recognize it.
Dozens.
All dozens of our fans.
Hold on, let me. Yeah, to be fair, there's probably not a ton of fans of Grub Buds who won't recognize that meme. So. All right.
Well, speaking of fans of Grub Buds, we really need to fucking get branding and stuff on the fucking channel.
Yeah.
I think there's literally 2 total views on the channel. Hold on. There's at least like 7 because I had to go through and look at the spreadsheet. So
We got that going for us.
we do have that going for us.
We're really doing this for the love of the game.
Well, because like if it's on a channel with no fucking image and no banner and no bitches,
That's fair. Chipotle Ranch coming at you.
What I want to know is
Hold on
what
now.
defines a pepperoni ranch.
You're gonna find out.
Is it pepperoni spices or
I was-
do they
I
put
can't-
pepperoni in it?
yeah, I assume it's just
Joe,
blended
I
up.
need you to save room to analyze this Chipotle Ranch. I don't want you to think about pepperoni ranch yet.
Okay.
You'll see why.
I analyze whatever gets put in my mouth, so you know.
Hey now. Wait a minute. Hey now. More than I was expecting from it. In like all the good ways.
Yeah.
It's like smoky.
Mhm.
got just a little tang. It's got a little backdoor heat to it. Not much, but a little.
I'll go in your back door. Joe, thoughts?
My back door is reserved
It's been going. It went in your back door there.
for one woman.
Oh,
Oh,
oh! I thought you said served.
Reserved.
Oh, they said my back door served. I was like, yo.
me
I
when I'm
do
serving
agree.
at the
Like,
back door.
I like the smokiness. I like the chipotle pepperiness of it.
That fucks. I like that a lot.
However, I've had a similar experience with the, like, literally just, I think it's Kraft Chipotle aioli.
Okay.
This just tastes like a thinner version of that, if that makes sense.
And as stated, thinner is kind of better when it comes to ranch.
Yes.
A little bit. I like it better than the Ultimate Ranch.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm putting it at 84. Actually, 88.
That's crazy.
You know what? 87.
You know what? 847.
That's
I also think it's better. I don't think it's hugely better because I think that there's a like more use case for the ulti. Also, chat is not on screen,
no.
or the chat doc is not on screen.
Yes.
The chat is on screen, which is what makes me nervous. Is the fact that chat's on screen and we can't see it.
Yeah, as we've come to learn.
That means I also think slightly better. Give me like 82. I don't think it's hugely better. Double dipping alert. It is I.
Oh no, the dilly dillies. What'd you say? You wanted 80 what?
82.
82.
I was going to give this an 84.
Where is the chat then? Chat should be.
You go
It is on
all the way
screen.
up top. You gotta go
Oh.
docs.
That's right. We were gonna bring it down to here.
Okay, but
Have
you
it cut off Joe's head. What?
you still need to go to docs, like file, edit, view, docs. All the way at the top.
What do you want?
The literal file button in the top left of your
Oh.
of your window there.
File, edit, view, docs,
Oh yeah.
and then chat.
What
the
about?
fuck? It needs to be on.
It
And,
is
like,
on.
it's
It's
on.
on the
Oh,
left
I'm
side
fucking.
right there.
I'm stupid. As
I
hell.
I mean, he had it on stream information, so you were right. It wasn't up. But
It
he
wasn't
clicked on
up,
it.
but then I did bring it up. Okay.
Listen, Linda,
That's
I'm
why
not
I was
smart.
like, what?
Okay, never mind. We're chilling.
All right.
84.
84.
My brain forgot what it was looking at.
84 for Vincent or 82 for Vincent?
82 for Vincent, 84 for Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I think it just rose in my head as we went because I thought it was very good. Pepperoni ranch.
Pepperon Ranchi.
Wow. Okay. You know what it smells like?
But to be fair, when I
Pepperoni.
did double dip, I dipped front and then back. So.
Okay.
And also, fucking the amount of fucking spit we've swapped eating after each other on the show is immeasurable at this point.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. I did double dip in the Chipotle ranch as well. Pep ranch. I mean, yeah. It's pepperoni ranch. Safe. I don't know if I'd put it.
I see you. I see you checking it.
I don't know if I'd put it higher than the Chipotle ranch. Yeah, it was kind of lonely. They didn't pop in last week. It was sad. Yeah, I'd probably. I've got to give it. I've got to give Chipotle ranch the edge for me. This one automatically gave me heartburn. Also, this one went down with a side of heartburn.
It is insane how much it tastes like a cured beet.
Yes,
A concerning
all the way down to the heartburn. I'm telling
I would
you.
almost bet you that like my best way to say that they made this is they just baked pepperonis, collected
Yes.
the grease, and just poured it into some cream base.
Yes, that's what it tastes like. Pepperoni grease. It doesn't necessarily taste like pepperoni. It
Yeah,
it
it
does.
doesn't taste like the spices.
Yeah.
It tastes like pepperoni.
Tastes like the grease. I would actually rather have the Ultimate Ranch. I'm gonna
Me
give
as
this. I'm gonna give this a 70. You know what? 67. I'm not meaning it. I'm being crazy today.
Yeah, I'm also down in the 60s on it. Like I said, it's because like 50's perfect mid. It's still
Which-
good.
By the way, I'm
But it's
raising.
not great.
I'm raising this pizza up to 75. By the way.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Like the pizza was good. What are we talking about? Yeah, give me like 60. I like 65 on it. Like it's still good. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, if you dip the pizza into the pep ranch, I'm not slapping it out of your hand. I'm never.
I was like,
eating this.
do you have a pepperoni pizza left?
Yeah, I got.
Yes, I need someone to dip pepperoni
Well,
pizza
here,
into the
here.
pepperoni ranch.
Here. I can just. I'll
You just want a
donate
roni?
The one on top.
You just want to go straight Roni and straight Roni ranch?
That's the pepperoni ranch. Yep.
Yeah, you can see where I fucking poured it.
Yep. I'm gonna give this a 69. It was nice.
Nice from Joe. But yeah, I think we all agree.
I was like, is it gonna? I bet you that doesn't change the flavor at all.
It literally doesn't.
Well, let me
Jim wants that a little bit. You're like, oh boy, it tastes like the same thing.
I couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even tell. So it does
Oh boy,
taste
it's a
like
slightly
pepperoni.
creamy pepperoni.
The question you must ask yourself is, how much do you like
Pepperoni.
just the taste of pepperoni?
Yeah.
How much do you like the pepperoni grease taste?
Well, here's your alternative way of thinking about this.
Ooh.
If the pepperoni ranch
Open
does
your
not
third
actually
eye about this
involve
pepperoni ranch.
any like grease or drippings, if it's just pepperoni spices in a ranch, you now have a meatless way to kind of have pepperoni pizza.
I gotta guess there's some amount of pepperoni in that ranch. After having that ranch, there's no way that ranch is kosher. I'll tell you. No way.
Hey, just an idea.
Going to like vegetarian options, and it's like Chipotle ranch, Ultimate ranch, not the pepperoni ranch.
It literally just had
Bring back
pepperoni.
that Chipotle ranch. The winner for me.
For sure. For me, the Ultimate ranch not far behind. That Ultimate ranch fucks.
They made a ranch. I don't know. I don't think they were trying to go this hard with this ranch, but they fucking banged.
Yeah.
I was telling him on the way over, I know it's gone, but if there was one sauce that I would love to see in a bottle on the shelf at the store, the Taco Bell jalapeno honey mustard. If there was any ranch that we've tried on this show, or any sauce, that I've
My
tried on
favorite
the
ranch,
show
the honey mustard.
that I wish I could go buy in a giant bottle, it would be that. Because I was telling Vincent, anything that's remotely goes with it is getting it.
Yep. Hey yo,
Hey yo.
they're getting it. Joe's smacking that. Vincent, you want my cheese?
Yeah, fuck it.
Cheese slice. Actually, I guess, do you want both slices? You're welcome to both slices. The second one is certainly more of a mangled sauce.
You guys are animals. Like, okay, I get that I'm the animal here, the one who's gonna have eaten like
All of our
7
pizza.
slices of pizza before this night is over.
Can't wait for your gastro flare up tonight. You're like, oh my god. Maybe you're allergic to gluten. Have you ever thought about that?
Because it's like it happens when I eat kava, and so I think it's like some
Did you say kava,
yes.
the Mediterranean
Just had
place?
Kava's so good.
Oh, it's so good. And I'm like afraid to go there because like literally of like the 7 attacks I've had, like 3 or 4 have been after eating kava. Yeah. There's like a strong correlation between me eating kava and me fucking eating shit and dying the next day.
God, I wonder what that is. What are you getting at Kava?
Hummus?
You getting the falafel?
Yeah.
Specific like creamy dill sauce.
Is it tomato?
I fucking hope. I don't get tomato.
If it was tomato, he'd be having a lot of other problems based on what we order on this show. So this is another pizza.
It's Domino's. They have stuffed crust. Compare it to their old stuffed crust. Oh wait, they didn't have one. Dumbass.
And it was 2 toppings, so I got pepperoni and sausage.
There's a lot of Parmesan.
Yes, I think it's like garlic parmesan butter.
There's a lot of Parmesan.
That's what they always put on their crust, which is
I'm
always
just,
good.
I'm just gonna have one slice. You know what? I'm gonna go cheese so I can taste the crust the best. Because we're really rating the crust, to be honest with you.
That's an awful lot of sausage for your cheese there.
You're rating the bust.
Yes, relatively. Yes, this is versus the amount of sausage I should have. This is an undefined amount of sausage. Yes, 1 divided by 0, undefined.
I don't want. I need the small cheese, please. I don't need that big fucking honker on
This
the other
man.
end.
I don't need anything else. I'm gonna get more cheese.
Can't call them honkers anymore. That's crazy.
On the last day of Women's History Month, that's crazy. Also, happy National Trans Visibility Day.
Oh, I should have left the trans flag for the last question on Weird News.
Damn it.
it, but
Go
never
put it back.
All right, so this is the big test, right?
He's eating it like our current president. Only president to ever be in a
Coming
Pizza
back.
Hut commercial, by the way. Actually, you know what? Barack Obama may have been in a Pizza Hut commercial. Don't let me.
Jamie, go ahead and pull it up for me.
Jamie, go ahead. Hey, Jamie, Google, has Barack Obama ever been in a Pizza Hut commercial?
Jarvis, show me this good balls.
Okay,
All right, you know what? That's pretty good. I don't know if it benefits from being the most recently purchased.
It's pretty stuffed.
Yeah, it's pretty stuffed, and it's not like congealed. It feels softer.
Mm-hmm. Congealed is not something to hold against a pizza that we're eating 40 minutes after.
I know. Yeah, absolutely.
Or an hour after. Even.
But no, that's what I'm trying to say. Is it doesn't feel congealed.
Right.
It feels more like a like a cheese stick.
Right, but I mean, if you're holding that against pizza, it's pizza. I mean,
I wasn't.
Okay. I do fucks with the Domino's just adding a bunch of shit on their crust. Even their regular crust has like all the fucking garlic parm, whatever.
Pizza Hut did it for a bit, and I think they just were like,
Their sausage is also pretty good on here.
because Pizza Hut was like, you always got
sauce or sausage.
The sausage.
you got like a crust like dusting, and then you always got like a drizzle. It was like, add your drizzle. It's like, I don't want it. They're like, add it. I don't care. Add we have drizzles now.
I fucked with the drizzles.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Honey Sriracha was always a banger. Honestly, just adding barbecue sauce to like a fucking like meatball pizza, bang. Also, this is way too much fucking sauce. Holy shit.
Sauce.
Yeah, just like fucking.
They're after Tina's heart. Tina loves sauce.
Yeah. I don't mind the sauce, but this is just a fucking lot.
My fiance, my love.
Reviews.
I'm used. My phlegm.
Speak to that.
Can't remember what that's from.
You sound like a Barbie.
It's from like
outtake.
South Park or something. What?
Have you ever seen the outtake from the Barbie movie when Ken like walks back into the Mojo Dojo?
Sublime.
And just said, yeah, like the outtake is actually just like some like that, like more or less basically what you just said, and everybody started dying laughing, and then they cut it, and it's just sublime in the movie.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, the other one went hard.
That's right. I stole some of Vincent's Ultimate Ranch.
My ultimate ranch that I paid for with my money.
Wait, that's my Ultimate Ranch. Give me that back. God damn it, I just vacuumed. I vacuumed you yesterday. That's crazy. Immediately dumps the box full of Parmesan on the ground. Okay.
I'm sure the cats will enjoy it.
All set.
They like milk. They'll probably like cheese too.
Domino's kind of fucked on this one.
Let's say, yeah, that was a good pizza.
That's a good slice.
It's enough slices.
What?
Did you not see that? I tossed the plate.
Yeah, that's a good catch.
And it was about to come off, and I caught it with my foot and kept it on.
Yeah.
Big foot guy, Truman. Man, fucking.
Big foot guy.
We were watching The World from A to Z with Carl Azus, which is like the spiritual successor to CNN 10. Because he like left CNN over like. They've never publicly stated, but I assume CNN wanted him to skew a story, and he's like, no, my whole thing is that I like report unbiasedly. Because he makes it a point to say that he delivers unbiased news at the start of from The World from A to Z now. So I assume it has something to do with that.
Carl Azus was the one who told me that Russia was invading Crimea. So
My goat.
that's what I'll always remember him for whatever reason.
But they did like a this day in history. No, they were talking. They were doing a story on like a biotic foot that they've made now that like doesn't need batteries or anything like that. And it just like is like naturally flexible and like more bendable because like a lot of prosthetic foots focus on just like being sturdy, but this one like actually will like bend like a foot.
Okay.
And they did like a Leonardo da Vinci quote, and he says like I've spent like 300 hours studying the human foot, and it's like a work of art or something. I'm like, this is a crazy way to find out Da Vinci has a foot fetish.
Yeah.
Fucking from CNN, like from fucking Carl Azus. This is how I'm finding out Da Vinci has a foot fetish. Sick.
I'll never forget where they're like, it's crazy that like autism never existed until like the 1990s or whatever, and everybody's always like they're like, provide an example. And there was like some story about Da Vinci drawing like thousands of like penguins or something.
Yeah.
Like and just I can't remember what animal it was, but just like giving them a bunch, like giving one lady like thousands of drawings of this animal to try to win her over. And they're like, there you go, that's one.
Him.
We got one. Yeah. 300 hours on the foot. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's one. Yep.
Is there any more Chipotle ranch that exists?
Probably any ancient genius that we hold to high regard.
You did put the cat back on it. You're like, no, I'm keeping this.
I honestly just wanted to make sure that I was keeping it distinguished away from the pepperoni ranch.
Well, I have that one over here.
What were you saying? What did you say?
No, I was gonna say like to your point, probably any notable mind from history before science knew about things like God. You know, like your Isaac Newton, Galileo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everybody's on the spectrum a little bit. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
That's how Spectrum works. Crazy thing about it.
Yeah. So.
I still hold my belief that internally, granted, of course, this is 100% my opinion, that it's not just a spectrum. It's like one of those spider graph things that you've seen in like character stats.
Okay.
Are you about to tell me that people can spec into autism?
No. I'm not saying you can speculate, but with all
This
the
is my
different,
autism
but with
build.
all the different ways, with all the
This is my
different ways
100%
that it like,
autism build.
with all the different ways that it shows itself and like the benefits and like all the different like ways that it can exist in human life. It's less of like you really have it and more of
Yeah.
like there's a high functioning or a nonverbal, like all the different kinds of
Right. The one that
ways
the
in there.
vaccines cause. Yeah. That kind of thing. Yeah. All right.
Well, RFK's forcing a study to prove it, so it must be true.
Let me run up those cheeks. Okay. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? So,
We're so back, baby.
yeah. Thank God they missed a week. I was worried.
strike.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, guys. Okay.
Honestly, genuine question. Given that you guys show up and we ban you all the time, what's like a name we
Hold on.
can call you?
No, we did this. I did this last week. No, created yesterday. Hold on, wait. Yeah,
An hour ago?
maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
Like, it doesn't have to be a real name. Like, I'm not saying like
I
give
think
me
it
your
was
legal
B-Drill.
name.
We talked to him a couple weeks ago. I think it was B-Drill.
B-Drill?
They were in the show. Yeah.
Bet.
Call me Gabe Owners. That feels like a real name, honestly. Okay.
You didn't say it fast enough.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I did
There
not
you
say it.
go.
I did not say it fast enough. I got there. That's a good one. I like that one. Joe, you want to rate this pizza so we get out of here? I got
Yeah.
it.
No,
I
we're
got
good.
it. Yeah,
I'll give it a 72. Yeah, 74.
74 for Joe. So you would rate it better than any of the pizzas, or better than the Pizza Hut cheesy bite pizza, but before any dips.
Okay.
Mm,
We're at the ban point for purple.
yeah, that's pretty close. What were you saying?
I also
You were asking that I rated this above the. I mean, like I do believe. Because here's the thing, like I did like this crust better than the poppery stuff.
Yeah.
But however,
put
this
fucking
also
sauce on
means
my
that this
pants.
rates above. This also this would also mean that this rates above. Also, I think we managed to only time out the first guy.
Yeah,
Well-
I know. I did only time out the first guy, but we'll see it.
we need to fucking like reach out to Twitch and get these guys like IP banned or something.
It's fine. All right. I kind of like seeing
This,
them every week,
this
but
also puts this pizza
not
above the
their best
pepperoni ranch, which I do see. But like Vince goes, I'm kind of here with all the stuff that they're doing on it.
right.
And while he's not a fan of all the sauce, I do enjoy the lay sauce.
I like a good amount of sauce. That was just a lot of sauce.
So
There
yeah.
is a lot of sauce on that pizza.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm gonna put it right at a. Trying to think.
Because we're ranking the crust. The crust is better, but I liked the Pizza Hut pizza better.
Yeah, it's great crust.
I also dunked it in the habanero mango stuff, and that was pretty good.
It reminds me of like Pizza Hut's stuffed crust when it's at its best, and I would say it's even better than Summer's Pizza. I don't get the stuffed crust. You're wasting $3.
Yeah, I'm not a huge stuffed crust guy either.
But as a kid, it's awesome. But I would say it's better than the bites for sure. And I gave the bite crust 75. Is it better than the bite crust with the ultimate ranch? No. I'll put this at 79. That's where I got to put it. Right underneath the bite crust with the ranch.
I'm a Jones. I'm like like literally the number I had in my head, 74.
74?
Nice.
You guys are all over it. All over each other today. All right.
I'm busy.
So Pizza Hut Cheesy Bites crust 70, with Ultimate Ranch 80, with Chipotle Ranch 84.33, Pepperoni Ranch 67. That's the worst thing we've had. That's greasy.
That is
That's
shocking.
heartburn ranch.
I was like, that's shocking that we rated pizza with a form of ranch lower than just eating the pizza.
Yeah, the pepperoni ranch made it worse
Yeah.
than just the pizza.
In fairness,
And that's coming from Midwesterners.
with my ranking processes, I just ranked the ranches. I didn't rank them with the pizza. So
Okay.
Which is also fair.
That's right.
Which does kind of make sense for our ranking here as well.
If it's just the ranch, I might have knocked down that pepperoni ranch even further.
okay, because like the ranch, it didn't make the pizza worse for me, but like the ranch is worse than the pizza for sure.
It gave me more heartburn. Yeah, I'll leave it at 67. I'll let let resting dogs lie? Is that what they say?
Sleeping dogs lie.
Sleeping dogs lie. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's just the same thing over again if I say it. Let resting dogs rest. So pepperoni ranch was 67, and then the Domino stuffed crust get is 75.67, which puts it, yeah, like we said, the second, better than the normal crust, but not better than the crust with the good ranches.
So because we've been figuring them out because they have like new accounts. Do you think they have an account that's just like marinating right now?
They got one that
They come in with like a 3-month account. It's like, oh baby, they're not gonna expect this one.
it might have been that first one because I swear they weren't first time chatters the first time that they came in here and got banned, like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Dude, also the logistics, the spreadsheet that these guys have to have with all of their fake accounts, because they make a new one every week.
Well, you just go
like.
get a shitty fucking new email, and then just none of their names are overly creative.
I
know.
can't believe Let Me Run Those Cheeks wasn't taken.
Let Me Run Those Cheeks is a fucking crazy name.
Maybe they just put in a like random word generator. They're like, there you go. That's what I do.
I'm surprised they haven't. Well, like the other guy looks like he's descended to a Xbox Live ID, like auto-generated IDs, where it's
Angry Apple 233.
Smelly Llama
223.
867.
I was
Lone
Mission
Wolf
EU
29,
778. Like EWE, which was weird one.
That's a U.
I was Badass Almighty, and then I lost the password, so I had to remake it, and I was just Omega Badass, which is way less cool.
Schmegma badass.
Schmegma Badass.
Okay.
How's that compared to Ligma Badass?
Patreon.com/OpenDisaster. Like, comment, subscribe. I've had enough of that nonsense.
Have you?
Don't want to talk
We've
about
had
our
enough
patrons.
of this nonsense.
Nope.
What?
The stopping the music.
We thanked our patrons while you were on the phone.
But yeah, you don't want to thank them again. Normally you thank them at the start and the end of the episode.
I feel like it's just the start for these shorter ones.
Okay.
You know what? Thank you to the Patreon members over there at patreon.com/OpenDisaster. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy.
Mailbox Kansas City, now open the Iron District.
Yep. Joe, have you had enough of this nonsense?
Now I
use a
have.
little more nonsense.
You know why, Joe?
Now he has.
You know what?
Where?
We've
Hello?
had enough of this
is it?
nonsense.
Enjoy the nip.